Yasmeen, who is Jesus to you?
Okay, yes, I'm just not very good at keeping things short, so I'm sorry. All right, so I have a confession to make. Sometimes I feel bad if you're holding the mic this whole time because I don't want to make. Okay, I don't want to make your arm like. I'm sorry. I have a confession to make. Sometimes I pray to ask for God's will for my life to happen, and I get scared before I say the words. Actually, pretty much every time I ask, I kind of ask with a little hesitation. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I don't know if it's a desire for autonomy or to avoid like any uncertainty. But basically, the common wavering between actively pursuing faith and being content at a distance was challenged about a year ago when I struggled really badly with like a earth-shaking doubt. And for anyone that's struggled with that before knows it's the worst feeling ever, especially when you don't really want it. I started wholeheartedly seeking out information to prove my doubts wrong, ordering books, digging through articles, reaching out to people that might understand, but was quietly bothered when I'd hear all these stories of miracles and signs, and all I got was this uneasy, doubtful pit inside, even though I wanted with everything to get rid of it. Maybe God was chuckling a bit, watching my already overly anxious self so frantic. The whole be still and know that I am God verse didn't really sit well with me because I don't really know how to be still. It bothered me because I felt like I was always the one pursuing. I was like, why am I always the one pursuing? Or at least it sure seemed that way. But I recently realized during all the lingering doubt, reckless or calculated decisions, mental warfare, highlighted reads in the Bible, pleads to God as I'm driving down the highway, quests to find my purpose, from the child wondering how to explain to her Muslim dad and his family that she had chosen to be a Christian, to the high schooler who put off her journey towards baptism after feeling misunderstood by others within the church because of reckless, naive choices. Just one of those lies we tell ourselves. I was never the one pursuing. Rather, I was the one being pursued. I was like the character in the movie that tries to outsmart the plot as you yell to the screen, why don't you see it? It's so simple. It's right in front of you. When I'd walk into church after too long away and tears would stream down my cheeks, or when family and friends, small group leaders, and the church community came in like armory during the seasons that I could not take on solo, those were the signs that I thought I'd never had. Those were the winks from my Creator that there is more ahead than my human mess. Sometimes I wish my battles weren't my battles, that maybe they'd be better suited for someone who could handle them better. But then I laugh and I cry because they feel so custom. So here's to no longer settling for worry and a minimal trust in God. His will means that I can look at the battles and passions tailored to me as paths to fulfilling his purpose. I don't want to hesitate anymore during those prayers that I talked about earlier, because grace shows us that our darkest moments and the brightest light we shine can go hand in hand. And so I thank God for all of it. And I thank Jesus for pursuing me by instilling this desire to pursue him, and for blessing this beautiful world with a gospel that meets us in the valleys to remind us of our capacity for light. That's my little thing.
Wow, that's your little thing. Man, now I know why God didn't ask me to prepare a message this morning, because that was incredible, Yasmeen. Seriously, come on in. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on to the edge.
I'll downplay this.
Okay, go ahead and sit down. All right, you got to sit down on your bottom. That's going to be, yeah, or you'll fall over and it'll be really bad.
There we go.
Okay, I want to highlight one quick thing that Yasmeen said. She said that the whole time she felt like she was the one pursuing, but that God was actually pursuing her. And I hope that you feel that this morning. I hope that you feel it each and every day, the depth of God's love for you, his pursuit of relationship with you. Again, no matter who you are or what you've done, he loves you more than you could ever imagine. Yasmeen, Michael, Weston are all examples of that, as are many of you. So, based on that profession of faith, Yasmeen, I now baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.